So my grandfather, who is my grandmother's brother, he is 103 years old, and he's still an animist, he didn't say he is, but he is. Like, every single morning at 3 a.m., he would wake up and pour liquor out for his dead homies. This was just his practice, like, because he said 3 a.m., that's the time when the spirits come into earth. And so he would name all his dead homies and he would pour out liquor. And this is a 103-year-old man that can still walk and can still talk and still has all his teeth except for four, except for six, sorry, at the bottom. And so he told me this story about how so my grandmother, she's like the last person in my family not to convert to Christianity. And so when she was like a big time believer of Aler, which is like our totem, our clan, like the totem of our clan. And he said that when he was 18 years old and my grandmother was married, he went to school for like a month. And then, like, this is when people used to like, they would have to travel out of their villages to go to school, which is like the schools that the Christian missionaries would, they would, they're the ones that would run the school. So he said that he came back after a month and my grandmother had sacrificed the only cow left in the house, which was the cow for my grandfather to drink milk from. She had sacrificed it to Aler. And so they got into a fight, and my grandmother said that well, I'm doing this for the sake of my lineage. Like, I'm doing this to better my lineage. She was saying, like, I'm going to have children that will always remember my lineage. And she was saying to my grandfather, like, if you believe in the God of these white people, then your lineage will forget everything. And so my grandfather, out of anger, he kind of just like stormed out of the house, and he was like, I'm never going to believe in these gods and stuff like that. And that's when he kind of became like a full-time Christian, but he's kind of not a full-time Christian. He's still like very much in the animism stuff. So then anyways, he was saying to me that he thinks it's so amazing how I came back to South Sudan to find out all these spiritual stories, and how like I'm not Christian, because that is kind of like not a curse, but it's kind of like a thing that my grandmother set in place, that all her lineage will always have people that are not Christians, people that will always turn back and try to find the ways of their ancestors. Whereas my grandfather's lineage does not have those people, and it's because they had a fight over a cow.